What's up guys, Justin here with a 2024 whitetail bow setup video. As you can tell, I'm shooting the Mathews Phase 4. Got this bow last year, gonna continue shooting it through this year. Let's get into what I like, dislike, might want to change up in the upcoming seasons with this bow. But overall, it's a great bow. To start things off, I went with the Hemsky Explosion limb driven drop away rest. As you can see, it's just a cable going down there. Did have to tighten that up twice last season, and this year I have had no issues through all my target practice. Overall, never had any issues with it other than tightening it down, which only takes a second or two. One issue though I have had with this, we go to knock an arrow on my bow. As you can tell, hits on that riser there, just resting in the down position. It makes a little ding noise. So I went ahead and taped it up to reduce that noise. So when I'm in the tree stand, obviously a deer doesn't hear that. Gonna have to retape it before hunting kicks off here. Let me know if you have a Phase 4 or VX3 or something like that with a 33 and the Hemsky Explosion and have the same issue. I'm just curious. I didn't really read about that being anything when I went to go purchase that drop away. But other than that, thing works great. No desire to switch it up or do anything different. For a sight, I went with the black and gold Mountain Light 3-pin with the slider. As you can tell, overall great sight. Love this for whitetail. Wouldn't mind trying a single pin. Never shot with a single pin before, but this thing works great for me. I got a pin set at 10-20. Second pin is at 30, and then my last pin is at 40. I don't really use the slider too much, just with whitetail. Don't really need to be shooting past even 30, so 40 is way more than I would probably ever take in the field. But overall, you know, you get clear vision through your sight. Been pretty accurate with that. So overall, I like the sight a lot. Now getting into a quiver. I got the Mathews detachable. Holds 6 arrows, as you can tell. Like this thing a lot just because when I'm in the stand, for some reason I like to take it off just to make the bow a little, slimmer. And also then too, if I have it in my lap ever, when I go to set it down, it's not pushing down on these arrows, making noise or extra movement I don't need. So overall, perfect quiver for me. Great, especially if you like detaching them like myself. Can't go wrong with it for real. Next we get into my stabilizer. I went with the Mathews 10-inch bridge lock integrated stabilizer. I mean, how can you beat it? There's no screws, there's nothing. Super dead in the hand bow already, so it doesn't add anything more to it. Great stabilizer, I like it a lot. One slight issue I have is when I go to pull back after I shoot, I do see a tendency where I drop the bow forward. So maybe I should try a back bar, like an 8-inch or maybe another 10-inch, and put that on here. But overall, I really like the thing a lot, and the stabilizer works great for me. Went with standard D-loop. Did go with a tubed peep sight. Had it break once on me already, actually, during the target season for this year. Not a big deal to replace, a couple bucks at your local archery store. Just hearing stories of guys pulling back on bucks or deer in general, and their peep sights looking the wrong direction, and you can't twist the wire or your string once you're pulled back. So kind of turned me away from it. This way it'll be true always, especially if I replace this every season for a couple bucks. For me, that's worth it. So no plans on switching away from the tubeless. Overall works great. And then for a release, I have the UV button and like this thing a lot. I've been shooting, you know, trigger finger style release for a long time. This is my first year shooting the button, and I like it a lot. I feel like I anchor a little better, and overall I think it was a good move for me. Also, one thing I'm excited about is when my bow is just sitting up in the tree, I could just have it sit on my D-loop, and I don't have anything tied to my wrist making noise or clinking on anything, and then it's just right there. I can pull back with my nocked arrow and I'm good to go. And as far as arrows are going, I'm shooting a gold tip velocity 340. I'll show the specs on arrow speed and all that good stuff up here. And then here's a couple clips of me shooting this at different yardages and how I shoot it daily to prepare for the upcoming whitetail season here in Wisconsin. Here I am starting off at 20 yards. I shoot 4 arrows each round, obviously one at each target there in the corners. Shoot 5 rounds of this. Let me know if you guys like this style setup of shooting here. One camera on me, and then I got a GoPro down by the target. After this set here, I will step back to 30 yards, shooting 4 arrows around, and again around 5 rounds of that. Just showing 1 round of each, you know, increment. Once I'm done with 20 and 30, I'll step back to the 40, and then I'll just shoot 6 arrows after my, you know, my shoulder's a little tired from shooting. Shoot as tight of a group as I can, and that's typically how I practice. As you can tell from that first round there and this round here, not every round's super pretty. I'll have missed by a couple inches. So definitely got a lot more practice to do. Really want to be hitting the white every single time. Let me know if you guys have any editing tips on how I can make these videos a little more clear. It seems like when I pause it on my editing, the video is really clear, but while the video is playing, it's kind of grainy. So if you guys have any tips for fixing that up, please let me know. I'd be curious so I can make these videos a little better quality and keep improving on that too. And here's my last round at 40. Starting to feel a little tired, so just trying to make the best group possible. Staying still at that longer yardage should help me out, pay dividends at those closer yardages when I'm not tired. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any video recommendations for me or tips to improve the quality of these. I enjoy making them and want to continue, so thanks a lot.